Hey guys, so it's finally time to start digging into the GL650 engine here. And the reason I want to do this is because I really have no history on this engine. I don't know how many miles are on it, and I don't know internally what it looks like. I don't know what the bore looks like. So I just want to go ahead and kind of thoroughly disassemble it and give it a once over. I know it spins over freely. It doesn't, it has good compression based off of just rotating it by hand. Nothing feels or sounds weird. It was taken out of a wrecked bike, so obviously it was running at that time. Ran when parked into a tree, and it should probably be good, but I'll feel a lot better by just taking it apart, and then we're gonna re-gasket and reseal everything on the engine. So hopefully it won't need like a bore or anything like that, because I think pistons might be kind of hard to find for this thing. But anyway, I'm gonna take it apart and just give it a once over, refinish everything, and then it should go back together and be looking real fresh. So at that point we can also put in the new Rix stator, and then I have my Race-On ignition, so all that'll go on there too, and that'll be cool. And then I have some upgraded clutch springs, and then I also have some discs for it, so we'll have a couple upgrades there. But anyway, gonna get to it. So far the bore looks really good. Carbon buildup, but head gasket looked like it was intact, so that would lead me to believe that there's obviously no coolant in the oil. And the oil that I do see actually looks really good, so continuing on.
What?
You're getting a deal. You're paid for. Hi. And don't just call the one that buys an ad and shows up in your search results.
What's up?
Call Zero Res because of how they clean it, because they care.
You're like friendly? Are we supposed to be out?
Zero Res has over 3,000 real customer reviews online with 4.9 Google ratings. And has 52 thousands of happy customers. You can get 3 rooms of carpet pre-treated and cleaned this month, starting at just $119. And don't forget about the air ducts. Your home will never really be truly clean.
I know I don't film a lot of B-roll.
Pumping it full of years of built up dust and dirt allergens. This month.
You want chicken or whatever? Alright. Whoop! Jesus! I probably scared the chicken.
I said this before in my head. You gotta have that. What is he now? Woke up to the plate. 10 seconds. You gotta have that man. What is he? Yes. Yes. And the
So I just pulled the cam out, right? Well, pay attention. There is a thrust washer back there. Don't lose that. Don't forget it. And pull out these rockers. Real careful. Just get in here a little bit. Eventually we're going to get this off. I don't really have any room to work with the main caps here. There we go. On the main bearings. We'll measure everything when we get it apart. Big chamfer here to the outside. There we go. Alright, so we got this thing all torn down. There's still some more left to tear down, such as removing piston rings and miscellaneous bolts and stuff like that, and then go ahead and disassemble the heads. But the bulk of the job is done. It wasn't too hard. The bore looks really good. Still has a lot of cross hatching in it, and I'll get that measured, but I'm probably just going to end up ball honing it and putting a new set of rings in it because the pistons look almost perfect. And this is the first time I've ever had a piston that I can just wipe clean with a rag with no like chemical, no solvent, no anything, just the pistons wipe clean. And then we already have like a new stator and stuff like that. We have all new ignition for it. I have new clutch frictions, not friskies or whatever I'm talking about. New clutch frictions, and then I have new springs. But I'm going to go ahead and get some stuff on order now that I have it apart. I know what I need. There's going to be a few seals that I don't have. And then, of course, the rings and stuff, because I didn't know if I was going to have to do a bore on this thing or not. Anyway, takeaways with this thing. It's an impressive amount of machining that went into this block. It's kind of a little marvel. I mean, it took quite a while to disassemble. And as far as like oddball tools that I needed, there was I don't know, the flywheel puller. It was a 20 millimeter by 1.5, so I didn't have that. So I had to actually take the short block over to another shop and have them just buzz that thing off real quick. So something I'll have to get in the future. And then as far as overall difficulty, the hardest part that I found is probably just getting the connecting rod cap off. Or the rod cap off of the rearward cylinder. Just there's no room to work. You can see the little cutouts here, so you're trying to fit your hand through the other side. I know in that video there wasn't much light, but maybe you can see this. You know, trying to poke through there. That was difficult. So anyway, once you got those off, you know, it wasn't too bad. But yeah, went pretty well. So again, we're gonna start cleaning. And then, as I've preached in other videos, of course, I highly recommend, and can't recommend enough, just go buy a box of Ziploc bags, okay? It's going to keep everything corrosion free. You clean them, spray them with WD-40, put them in the bags, and then just seal them, and it keeps dust and dirt off of them. So, also, you've seen me. I use these cases, all right? This is a great way of keeping organized. Again, if you lose one part, I lose one push rod. Okay, that's the cost of these cases. And then in this way, I can open the box and everything is organized left, right, left, right. So I have my rockers and up, down. So everything is oriented how it should be or how it should go back on the bike. So there'll be no confusion there. So it's just an organizational tool, and it will help you in the future. As usual, service manual, get one, okay? So I get a lot. I'm probably getting 2 messages a day about CX500s and people wanting to work on them, and step 1, get a service manual. They don't have one, and they're asking me to diagnose their bike from across the planet, so it's a little difficult, guys. Anyway, these big bags, I don't even know where I got them, but I don't know, you could probably go to, I don't know, some industrial store or something like that, grab some big old bags, and you can use that to wrap up, like, you know, my transmission here. You could wrap up your crank or the heads or whatever you want to do. I could probably fit part of the rear cover in that. So there you have it. We'll do another video, maybe a couple videos of like slowly piecing the thing back together, or at least the things that I do to it. But I'm probably not going to go with like an in-depth, you know, step-by-step guide, because it would just take way too long to film. So hopefully you like this one. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.